Really excited to have this workout, have these prospects here in New Orleans, and continue to gear up and get ready for the draft. We had a number of first-round picks in this workout, and it was good to see the quality, and good to see frontline players of this nature. And there's a balance to the wings and the perimeter players that we had in earlier. So it was an effective morning for us.
Jeff, last year you kind of went for more depth with Darren. He ultimately became a starter because of injury. Do you feel the need at 11 this year to get a guy that will start, or how do you kind of approach that this year?
Well, I don't think the design, for that pick, I don't think we look at it as a player coming into our situation to step into a starting role. But we do have hopes of adding, a player that can be a rotation player for us at some point during the season. We'd like to have a player that has a talent base and a emotional base that is able to compete for us and to help our team.
Do you the MO, I guess, in recent drafts has been drafting college guys with a lot of experience, where some organizations draft younger guys and develop them. Do you think that you could follow that pattern again this year? Because some of the guys you brought in, Patterson, James, Aldrich, have a lot of skins on the wall as far as being seasoned college players that may be ready to step in.
Well, I think the biggest thing with that is the area of the draft that you're selecting. I think that has a bearing on that. Selecting in later in the middle part of the draft generally kind of leads you that way, I think, as far as getting someone that's ready to be able to compete. We like guys that have a track record. We like guys that have the maturity physically and emotionally to be ready for the adjustments and the changes that come with the NBA. But we don't have a set format that we're locked into.
Last year, Marcus Thornton was clearly undervalued around the league. Do you feel Tasmin Mitchell might be that kind of guy as well?
Well, I think that's hard to say, because we don't know where he's going to end up. We know that we've been very impressed with his accomplishments. We know that he's a competitor, and he had an outstanding workout today in a number of areas. We wish him all the best, but we do think he's had a great career and has a bright future.
Did the defensive intensity of Game 7 last night maybe reiterate what you and everyone else kind of has to do around this league to get to that next level?
Well, I think players, organizations all understand the impact of defensive play. They all understand the impact of the need for balance of defense with offense that feeds. They feed one another. So something that all teams are aware of, and as a part of their team needs for success.
How was it having Monty here? I know he wasn't here for the last round. How was it having him here for the workouts, where you all can, I guess, bounce ideas or opinions off each other while you watch the workout?
Well, it's always good to be able to get input and opinion from your coach, to get a sense of how players could be used, in the future, or how their skills could be taken advantage of, and so that was a great benefit to be able to have his input on these players based on this workout.
Jeff, today's workout, basically a lot of the guys that probably
Yeah,
fall around that range?
I think it's possible. You know, John. I think a number of these guys are right in that wheelhouse. You know, whether they go a little bit before or a little bit after, but I think they're going to be in that neighborhood. You know.
What did you see in Patrick Patterson?
Well, I think he's an impressive young man. You know, he's shown his intelligence by graduating in 3 years. You know, from Kentucky. His performance on the court I think, is one that his skills and his game have evolved from year to year, and he's a strong competitor. You know, so real impressed with him.
Is it too early to say right now that you know, there's a lot of power forwards and centers in this draft?
Mm-hmm.
Is it too early to say you looking in that
Yeah.
range? Or?
Yeah, it is. It is because we haven't necessarily targeted the position, you know, that we'll want to pick, or the exact our order of prospect. So it is a little early to say that. Okay.
Thanks, Jeff.
Thanks, guys.